Today I'm going to be demonstrating the Venus Star Point module within Planet Dance. Planet Dance is a comprehensive astrological freeware that is produced by Jean Kremers from the Netherlands. You can download this program at www.jkremers.com. The Venus Star Point module has been around for a little while in Planet Dance, but it's been upgraded and developed in the last few days, and I thought it would be worth showing you the new features. You can find this module under Horoscope, Extra, Venus Star Point. This brings up an embedded window. You can see the tab up here. This is the chart of Boris Johnson showing the 5 Venus star points in the center of the wheel. For the purposes of this video, I've taken out the aspect lines in the center of the wheel to make the presentation of the star clearer. What you have here is a representation of the cyanotic cycle of Sun and Venus. Every 8 years, this pair of planets conjoin and produce, the conjunctions produce this 5-pointed star in the zodiac. I think most astrologers are aware of this cycle, but what's interesting about this module is it shows the particular points within the horoscope, so you can explore the potential significance of this in any natal chart. The main window gives various pieces of information in relation to the star. These are all on the right hand side of the screen. From the top you have the layout of the star with the 5 points identified as A, receiving foot, B, receiving hand, C, the head, D, the giving hand, and E, the giving foot. The head is the Venus point, Venus conjunction formed prior to the birth. So this is the Venus point, the conjunction of Sun and Venus that occurred prior to the birth. For some people this will be a few days prior to the birth, and for other people such as Boris Johnson nearly a year prior to the birth. And this is because of the arrangement of the cyanotic cycle. Boris Johnson's chart is an interesting one because he was born within a few hours of the formation of one of the points, D, the giving hand, at 28:38 Gemini, and essentially that point is at the midpoint of Sun and Venus. But Boris Johnson's central position, if you like, was C, formed on the 29th of the 8th, 1963, nearly a full year before his birth, at 5:58 of Virgo. Points to the left, if you like. If you imagine standing in the center of the chart and looking at the head point C, points on your left are formed prior to birth, and points on the right are formed after the birth, with point C, as I said, being the one immediately prior to the birth. Following that, you have some information about the orbs formed between the points, and this gives you some idea of the exactitude of the 5-pointed star. You can see that Johnson's star is not incredibly precise, with all the orbs being between a degree or just over 2 degrees in exactitude. Then you have here to the right the position of any points that aspect by conjunction or opposition, any of the 5 points. So you can see that Boris Johnson's very close Sun-Venus conjunction aspects the point D, the giving hand, and potentially quite importantly, his Saturn-Uranus opposition, which is within 1 degree, forms across the axis of the head position. So he has Uranus conjunct the head at 6 Virgo 31. That's just within a degree. Just within 33 minutes of arc. And then Saturn opposite that point, just within a degree. You could potentially also bring in the Mars position in the T-square, which is slightly wide there, as a square to that axis. This scrolling text box here gives you 3 years transits prior to the selected date. By default, this will be the date today, the date you calculate the chart. So you can see you have positions from 16 April 2018 up to 16th of March 2024. This will be positions from Venus out to Pluto. This is to make the list more manageable, and you can find the positions of interest by scrolling down. If you have a position shown with a degree orb there, this is suggesting that on the 24th of August 2022, Uranus will station opposite point B, so in this part of the chart up here, and the orbit station will be 1 degree and 2 minutes 27 seconds of arc. The other positions listed here form exact. You can calculate any of these charts. So if we have a look at the one most close to today's date, 8th of April 2021, Johnson will have Venus conjunct point E. So Venus in Aries. If you highlight the row there, see the flashing cursor, click calculate. This will bring up the secondary chart, and you can see here Venus, this is another close conjunction, Venus at 22 Aries 03, refer back to the star chart, and Venus there, the E position giving foot at 2203 Aries. Just looking at the menu, you can see that you can alter the transit start date. So let's go back to 2000, and you can alter the day, month and year, but we'll just alter the year. Click OK, and the list will be recalculated and provide 3 years of 6 years of data from that time. There's a brief help file with a link to a web page. That's an alternative calculate menu item which replicates the button here, and you can set the orb for the transiting positions. So that's the Venus Starpoint module. As I say, upgraded by Jean in the last few days, and it's well worth exploring. You can download Planet Dance at www.jkremers.com. Thanks for listening.